periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Here's Marcus Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Young on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here is Young. He's got Harrison left side complete. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll run with Allen. And an Allen run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Look at me. Go on. Hey, lock it. There.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Odell Beckham. 63 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. On 1st down, Allen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Begin.
Now.
From the 41, Young. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. George Kittle, 41 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down, it's Henry.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Luck now to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Luck. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
General West. Hey, Echo. Back.
Mike, check. 59. Watch the curl.
Yo, go. 80 weapons.
Check. Hey, alert 3. Check 50.
Go.
Following the interception, Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards.
Christian, travel. Hey, Delta. Go.
Bang. Hey, switch gears.
Get it.
1st down, Young. Looking for the end zone. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Jets.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. Honey, I dash, honey, I dash, honey, I dash, honey, I dash. Yeah, they can't catch up because they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 60 or.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Steve Young looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line.
Mark 55, 61. Matchbox lights.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
To throw, Young. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. 11 yards there, first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we...
S-T-R-O. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
36.
The first carry for the Hall of Famer, Marcus Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, wahoo!
Out of the gun, it's Young. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Allen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Young. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
You draw Corker.
47 to Mike, boy. 47.
Smooth.
47. Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Young. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marvin Harrison, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 29, Mahomes. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop right around the 25. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 26, check 26,
Here's Allen. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On first down, Allen. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, Sam, offside.
On second down, it's Allen. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Minute 60 on.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been, but it was a terrific night for them.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
And you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my hair.
Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and we got an AFC matchup, CD, and that begs a question. Can anyone threaten New England in this division? Because they've had a stranglehold on this division for the past.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy. There's nothing left. I don't run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. Never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here we go. First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch out. Check it.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. Room here to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 3. Shit.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, exit.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Check 37. Check out.
It's Young on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Allen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Greystone travel. Hey, Foxtrot. Big grip.
Young on 3rd down. Man open, Rice. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, Charlie. Hey, seam 6. Yep. Leo. Kill. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Young. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, the first round, it was pretty defensively minded. But there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they've looked pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about deep.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Switch gears. Look at me. Go.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marcus Allen, 33 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. 15.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd and 9, Young. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And fights through one man. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Jerry Rice, open right side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. First and 10, Young. And this is caught at the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got a man open. It's the Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, it's Allen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 30 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
Young working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, box drop. Score. Five.
From the gun, Young. Throw left side complete. It's Hope. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They'll run. This is Allen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed about.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lawrence Taylor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Young to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go. Go out. Go. Get it.
Young on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrison. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Allen stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Hey, Sam off. Hard. Rock.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty. That's a gain of 4.
Hey,
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Throw left side complete. It's Harrison. Back now in Arlington. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Young now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marcus Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 20. Yard line just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Steve Young. Flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's got a man. It's Kellen Winslow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Young. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run. It's Gurley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Yo, good game, but way to bitch up, homie. But you had no choice. There was no way you would have stopped me again. You had no choice. You would have never stopped me again. You would have never. Yo, you got lucky with those turnovers. That hit stick that was in that square out, they said they toned down fumbles. That wasn't toning it down.
11 more on that and another first down.
It was a good game, I'll give you that. But that turnovers, you won off of turnovers. If it wasn't for that damn hit stick right there, that should have never happened. But it is what it is. I'll take that.
You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to.
A couple of times. I don't know how the hell that didn't happen. You're absolutely right. And I got caught out there with that. But it was a good game. I couldn't stop the run at the end. Well, nobody can really.
That should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel.
Defensively, I just try to play basic. Like, I'm not going to give you the pass. Like, there's no stopping the run this year. I'm sorry. It's not. Unless you're going to be on 3-4 all day. And if you do on 3-4 all day, you're going to give the pass all day. Because you can pass too easy on 3-4. And that's why I'm not doing 3-4. That's why it's like, I'll do 3-4. If I know somebody's, like, playing under center, I might go 3-4 sometimes. But if you're playing shotgun 3-4, for me, it's just giving up. You're going to be giving up way too much. And I just don't like that. I'd rather not give up a lot.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
Yeah, a lot of people do that now. That's the best defense to play right now. There's nothing really else to really play.
Quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That was a horrible pass. I keep forgetting that you play a man-2 under. You don't play the cover one robber and just put a lot of people on purples and everything else. That's why I send him on a stop and go. A lot of people play man-2. They play one, and that shit is wide open. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. But I see what you do. But it's a good. Man is all you can play this shit. That's what I do. I play man all straight up. I play man all day. And I guard a corner. I hold the corner all day. I got stick. I don't have no worries about it. I'll put a corner on the stick and I'll just keep doing that. I don't care about the rest of the way.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of the
road. And the reason why, because I was like, oh, shit. And they called me off balance. The whole play, I said, oh, shit. Like, it really caught me off balance. But the next play, I stopped it, and then I went down and caught the pick with Lattimore. So it was all right. It was a good game, though. There's some things I could have done differently, and there's some things I could fix up.
They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.